Well, how are ya? How was everyone this beautiful, incredible, and amazing day, night that it is here in the OKC? Yeah, y'all. I'm here. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. And I'm feeling good like I should, my loved ones. On this beautiful, incredible, and amazing day that it is here, I will be giving my 2 cents on BEYONCE retake of Before I Let You Go. So you ready for this? Let's get this, my loved ones. Okay. I am a huge fan of podcast Urban X that's listed on YouTube, and it'll probably be listed on other social media platforms as well too. But I am a huge fan of Urban X, that not only that I look at their latest podcasts, because they have passed over 500, my loved ones. But since I never was in tune with them in the beginning, when they at least had started at least 6 years ago, my loved ones. So what I do, because I work overnight, I find something that keep me going, keep me motivated, keep me elevated, keep me continue want to strive and want to thrive and want to stay alive. I go to things like Urban X, their beginning days when they first had started off. And I don't know what made me want to do this, but I was like, you know what? I'm just tired of just looking at the same old things that I look when I be working or listening to the things that I be listening to. Because if you have worked overnight or you're someone who works overnight, you know you have to do something that keep you going. So I find Urban X beginning podcasts to keep me going, keep me growing, and keep me alive, keep me vibing, and have me on those high vibrations as well too. So on podcast 55, they were talking about Beyonce song, the retake of Before I Let You Go, which is from Maze featuring Frankie Beverly, my loved ones. And this song actually came out in 1981. I'm an 80s baby, and I was 1 year of age when that song had came out. I didn't find out about that song until I was in my teenage years. I knew about Frankie Beverly when I was growing up because I'm from the South, and South has this way of life that they are in tune with old school music and blues. So I'm from Louisiana, baby, and we get down with the get down, and we listen to old school music like it's brand new music. So I was always in tune with music that came out way before I ever existed on planet Earth. So I know about Frankie Beverly, and I heard about Happy Feelings, Joy and Pain. I don't remember about hearing Before I Let You Go. Probably took me a while to listen to that. But back to Beyonce. Okay. Well, back to Urban X. So they were saying that they didn't like that Beyonce had did the retake of the masterminded and the masterpiece Before I Let You Go, Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. And I was like, you know what? I got time on my hand. You know what? I'm going to listen to it myself. And I have to say, I like it. what's his name? The producer, because he said it in the beginning. Tay. I can't think of his name. Could have written it down. The producer, who produced it. Sorry, I probably have to go back because I could have had put his name down. The producer. I didn't write that down. The producer of the song, he made it upbeat, much more like a New Orleans bounce. See, I'm from New Orleans, I'm from Louisiana, not from New Orleans, but we know much about the New Orleans bounce. So it had that New Orleans bounce flavor to it that gave people that drive, that energy, that they had the urge to get on the dance floor. And I love that because you want people to get into the mind frame that it's about having a good time, dancing, forgetting about your problems or whatever you have, stress levels that you are facing or your worries. So he did a great job on that. And I have to say, what he did to the song, he made it in the way, like I say, it feel like a New Orleans bounce, and New Orleans bounce have like to have like up tempos going very fast, and also the horns was in the song. I love that part about the horns, but the thing about the producers, he didn't turn the volume up on these horns. Amazing job that he did on the horns of these songs, but the volume could have been up at least 3 or 4 notches more than what it was. Those horns was magnificent on the song. And what Urban X was saying about the song, they hated that they had cameo, sweet like candy, doom 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 doom. They were trying to figure out why did they add that to the song. I was like, well, I don't know, but it still felt good that they added that little piece in there. Now, one thing I didn't like about the retake of Before I Let You Go is that Beyonce, I love that Beyonce did her little touch to it, but it wasn't a Beyonce signature, because it should put up the ghost stuff. Like it was somewhat like a rap version, like a rap feeling to it, and that's not much more of Beyonce's signature. She could have got much more a female rapper to represent that part. But one thing I did like is piece said, ooh, ooh. That part was very nice. And she was talking about much more the dance that she wanted everybody to do with the song. What was beautiful in that part. Did Beyonce knock it out the box? From a scale from 1 to 10, I would say it was an 8. Because if I can continue listening to the song and having it on repeat, I must love something about the song. So I give it an 8. Now, what Maze featuring Frankie Beverly, what they have done is a masterpiece. Because if the song had came out in 1981 and people still listening to the song like it's brand new, freshly came out, I'd say he and them are a masterpiece. They did an incredible job. Now, I'm gonna give you some intake on Maze and Frankie Beverly. Now, this group started out in 1977, and they started out in Philadelphia. I did look at some videos and trying to see where he had started out. Started out in Philadelphia. He's from Philadelphia. He left the East Coast and went to the West Coast to San Francisco, and that's when the group of Maze featuring Frankie Beverly had started. It wasn't called Maze featuring Frankie Beverly in the beginning. It was called Raw Soul. That's what they had called it. But since they had met and got involved with Marvin Gaye had paved the way for Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. And he was saying, "No, you guys got to change the name up." And they became and started, brainstorming what name that they wanted, and they came out with Maze. I don't know so much about featuring Frankie Beverly because I was somewhat confused with that myself. I said, "Hold on, okay, Maze. So why is this person is always featured with the group?" I was a little bit confused about it in the beginning, but I believe that would bring them out in a sense. I believe. I don't know. Maybe whoever was behind them, giving them a record label, thought that name will actually be something that many people will remember or be like, okay, Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. Because, I like that part that, that when Maze featuring Frankie Beverly, because I was like, they got this guy who comes out who's part or not, maybe not part of the group, but he's always singing with the group. I didn't know. So that was a great thing that Maze featuring Frankie Beverly didn't continue creating music, or maybe they didn't have to continue creating music because they have many fans, many people that love their music from generation to generations. Like I say, I'm born in the 80s. I listened to Maze featuring Frankie Beverly like I have been knowing them all my life. And a matter of fact, I had the opportunity to actually go to this concert because at the time, and I was living in South Florida, and every year they have this jazz in the garden in the city of Miami Gardens, as Miami-Dade. And I went one year, and I actually had the opportunity to see them on stage. So I felt good that I actually have seen someone that I actually been knowing about for many years, and it felt good to see them on stage wearing their white as usual. It was a beautiful thing. However, I have to add, he was hoarse, and it kind of made me feel the way like, whoa, I'm meeting him, and his voice was not up to par. But that was fine with the audience because, like, I don't know nobody, no artist that comes out and you actually do not have to sing any words to the song. The audience can literally sing all the words to the song. I don't know no artist out there where they be like, well, you don't have to sing the words. We can sing it for you. And I give him the utmost respect for that, I do. So guys, I thank you for listening to what I have to say about my 2 cents on Beyonce's retake before I let you go. Like I said, Beyonce, I put her in the category from 1 to 10, an 8, because I can listen to that song on repeat, feel good about the song, but I still love the masterpiece of Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. Now, what Beyonce had did, she brought out a newer generation to know about the song. That's what she had done, my loved ones. And I really love that. Now, the video itself didn't get all the hype it's supposed to get. It was only 3.9 million people. 3.9 million views on her song. And we all know that Beyonce knocked it out the box when it comes to her videos. She get more than that. So 3.9 is not nothing compared to other songs of Beyonce. I don't believe her audience really liked that song that much, but that was fine. It's all because it wasn't fully her style, her craft, maybe, but I still give her love, her hugs, and her flowers for be like, hey, I want to do a retake of Maze featuring Frankie Beverly before I let you go. So this is my intake, my 2 cents, and I really love that Beyonce did something different. Even though, like I say, I'm listening to Urban X podcast 55 that came out at least about 5 years ago, guys, my loved ones. And this is why I'm making this video right now. Like I say, I just want to find something that keep me going and motivated while I work. And it's like 5 years ago. So why do you want to do a video on Beyonce's song, which is, the album was called The Homecoming, which came out in April 2019. Like, why the fuck you want to do this right now? Because, as I was saying, I'm listening to older podcasts that came out years ago because they motivate me and help me to continue growing and going and keep on flowing like I'm supposed to, my loved ones. This is the main reason why. And not only that, I am a huge fan of Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. I also have to send out my love and show my love and send my high vibrations to Frankie Beverly. Frankie Beverly is no longer on this realm that we live on. He passed in September the 10th, 2024. I will always be thankful and grateful that he gave his all to us, his talents, gifts, and abilities. I'm thankful that he gave his all to us. Maybe he didn't have to continue creating and making new songs, and that is okay. As long as we got the authentic, the realness of him. And that's all we need, the realness of him. I would truly continue listening to your music because there are several songs that I like of Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. I love many of their songs and their style and their production and their solos that they have in the songs and the way that Frankie Beverly comes out and really don't even have to say any words, just make a sound and just like, wow, I don't hear nobody does things like that. And this group came out way before I ever existed in 1977, my loved ones. So I love you and I thank you for doing what you do. And on the other side, I know you will continue giving your all with your talents, gifts, and abilities. Thank you, Frankie Beverly. And also Maze, the group. So thank you for listening. And I thank you for tuning in. And I thank you for watching, my loved ones. Be good, be safe, take care. And I'm out. Yay!